It was a question that was debated and asked in polls amongst the anime community before the episode for Gear 5 even came out recently. Which is better, Ultra Instinct or Gear 5? A few people even tried to include Baryon mode in there, but it honestly just does not live up to the hype that these two had. It also kind of sucks when it immediately nerfed Naruto afterwards, so we're just going to exclude that out and make this video entirely focused on comparing Ultra Instinct and Gear 5 together. So without further ado, let's get into this unbiased review on both of these forms. First up, we have the hype. In terms of hype, Ultra Instinct will always win this battle. Gear 5 is always at a disadvantage to begin with because we knew Gear 5 existed long before the anime even showed anything, because the manga is so far ahead of the anime, and we also saw Gear 5 in the movie for One Piece, so it kind of delayed the hype for it. Of course, we were still excited to see its full capabilities and its actual anime formats. We were excited to see it being animated, but nothing can beat the hype that Ultra Instinct gave us with that 1 hour special that was titled of Goku fighting Jiren, and also Goku's brand new transformation being unlocked. Now, we were all just hyped enough from watching Goku battling against Jiren, but when it came to seeing Jiren tackling the Spirit Bomb, which is always Goku's last resort when he can't beat an opponent, and flinging it back at him, a black hole being made and entirely disintegrating Goku, just to have him come back up and rise like nothing ever happened with a brand new transformation that we knew nothing about. So we didn't know the name, we didn't know the capabilities. All we knew was that Goku was back. He was serious, no jokes, no smiles, and he was just destroying all the competition. Next up, we have the impact that both of these transformations in the respective episodes had on the anime community. And with that, we also have to give it to Ultra Instinct. There's a reason why the Ultra Instinct meme is still so prevalent and strong to this day. Gear 5 is kind of at a disadvantage as well because, again, we knew that the transformation was coming. So a lot of people may have missed out on watching this episode, or they may have just never gotten into One Piece and only watched this scene, so they couldn't truly understand what was going on. With Dragon Ball Z, everybody watched it. You most likely watched it as a kid when you weren't really worried about the length of it or anything. So people already knew what to expect when it came to Ultra Instinct. And even if they didn't and they were new to Dragon Ball Z, Ultra Instinct was so straightforward of a power-up that it didn't really matter. You could just jump into it and understand it. Ultra Instinct gives the user the ability to move, to fight, to defend without actually thinking. Gear 5 has walls of foreshadowing and context and lore that you need to properly understand why this transformation is more than just goofy Luffy. Next up, we have the writing, and honestly, this can go either way for either transformation depending on how you look at it. If we're going to be comparing the animes solely, then yes, One Piece definitely gets this point with ease. The anime for Ultra Instinct, as cool as it was, had no bone backer. They didn't have anything to really set it up as a transformation. It was just a brand new power up to make Goku stronger. But in the manga for Dragon Ball Super, this was actually foreshadowed long before anything else, and they properly used it that way. Instead of having Goku go in a black hole and he just transcended his limits, which is not how you are even able to use Ultra Instinct, he learned it from Master Roshi, the very first mentor he ever had, because Master Roshi had slight, very weak Ultra Instinct himself. Because from the very start of the series, Dragon Ball has always been telling Goku to stop fighting like a savage, stop fighting like a Saiyan, like a bruteless, mindless, brainless monkey, and to actually fight with tactic and wit, to actually use his body and his instincts. He learned that from Korin, he learned that from Master Roshi, from Kami. Everybody's been consistently telling him how to fight in this manner. So it finally came back to him and helped him transform once again. So if we're going to be looking at the anime, definitely a no, but if we're looking at the manga, definitely a yes. So I will give Dragon Ball half of a point, and One Piece is getting a full point. Because the writing for Luffy's transformation was absolutely peak. Like, from the very start of the anime, he has had this transformation just building up slowly. He's had different methods and techniques that we've all been scratching our heads on. It's like, he's a rubber man, how can he do this? Now we know how. Next up, we have the animation, and that is easily going to go to One Piece as well. One Piece changed their whole genre of animation style just for this transformation alone. That, as of itself, is enough to let you know that this animation wins. One Piece's animation has always been godly, it's always been very good, but this is definitely going far beyond their limits. One Piece wins without a shadow of a doubt. Next up is the character design, and the winner for that is going to be both of them. Honestly, it's going down to a tie. You cannot objectively say which character design is better. Ultra Instinct looks dope as hell. It looks incredibly cool, specifically when he is an Ultra Instinct sign. Seeing the serious look that Goku has never really sported before, it's incredibly unique for Goku, and it fits his character in these brand new stakes like nothing else. However, Goofy Luffy is just a Looney Tunes character. You cannot love the design of him. He looks lanky and skinny and rubberish, and that character design is on top. It doesn't focus on making him look cooler. It's just him being Luffy, him and his proper characterization. That is beautiful as itself, so both of them get a point. In terms of my own personal preference, Gear 5 is always going to be far better than Ultra Instinct. Ultra Instinct is incredible, of course, but Gear 5 just hits a warm spot in my soul. I just love cartoon animations far too much for me not to love this form. But at the end of the day, Ultra Instinct was handled better. If you're looking at the manga, of course, the anime not so much. In terms of the anime specifically, both of these definitely have, like, you know, their own strengths. But if you're looking at the mangas and the animes and the episodes as a whole, and just looking at all the facts and surrounding information, Ultra Instinct was handled far better. And it makes sense. Dragon Ball has a ton of skill when it comes to transformation. They've done it several times before. They set up Super Saiyan, they set up Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan 4. They've had their run of transformations. One thing that you can say about Dragon Ball Super is that they know how to hype up their fans. Their story may not be the greatest, their writing may not be the best, they might not focus on their characters the most, but they know how to get you on the edge of your seats, hyped up for what's going to happen next. So all in all, Ultra Instinct wins. Let me hear your comments down below and what you believe is the better transformation as well. I'm quite curious to hear what you guys think. And make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're interested in more content like this. Focus on entertainment, on anime, on games, and more. Help a brother out by sharing the video and like the video as well. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time.